Coco Gauff given nightmare draw at the Dubai Tennis Championships. Coco Gauff needs a strong week in Dubai to get her 2026 season back on track. After losing in the Australian Open quarterfinals, Gauff struggled to bounce back in Qatar. Failing to win a match in Doha, Gauff lost to Elisabetta Cocchiaretto, 4-6, 2-6, in her opening match. Heading over to Dubai, the two-time Grand Slam champion will compete as the number 3 seed in a weakened field following Aryna Sabalenka and Iga Swiatek's withdrawals. However, even though the world number 1 and 2 are missing, Gauff has been given a horrific draw at the Dubai Tennis Championships. Coco Gauff could have a tough start against Jelena Ostapenko in Dubai. After losing her second-round match in Qatar, the last thing Gauff wanted was a tricky opener at the Dubai Tennis Championships. Unfortunately for the 21-year-old, that's exactly what she's got. Gauff will play either Jelena Ostapenko or Anna Kalinske in the second round of the 2026 Dubai Tennis Championships. Ostapenko and Kalinske are both in better form than Gauff, having impressed at the Qatar Open. If she were to advance to round 2, Gauff may have a slightly easier match against her countrywoman Emma Navarro. The former Grand Slam semi-finalist has struggled as of late, winning just 3 matches in 2026. Coco Gauff's Dubai Tennis Championships draw. Round. Highest-ranked potential opponent. Potential seeded opponents. 2R. Jelena Ostapenko, 24. 3R. Emma Navarro, 18. 14. Emma Navarro. QF. Jasmine Paolini, 8. 6. Jasmine Paolini, 10. Linda Noskova. SF. Elena Rybakina, 3. 1. Elena Rybakina. 7. Alina Svitolina, 9. Belinda Bencic. 15. Karolina Muchova. F. Amanda Anisimova, 4. 2. Amanda Anisimova, 4. Jessica Pegula. 5. Mira Andreeva. 8. Ekaterina Alexandrova. 11. Victoria Mboko. 12. Clara Torzin. 13. Ludmila Samsonova. 16. Eva Jovic. Then, in the quarterfinals, Gauff could meet Jasmine Paolini or Linda Noskova. Czechia's Noskova is a force to be reckoned with, and the American has already played Paolini several times during her career. She leads their head-to-head, 4-3, but lost 2 WTA 1000 matches against the Italian in 2025, Cincinnati Open, QF, Italian Open, F. Gauff could even play Filipina Alexandra Ila in the quarterfinals. Ila is unseeded in Dubai, but with the fans on her side, you wouldn't bet against her making a deep run. It's in the semifinals that things get really tricky for Gauff, though. Alina Svitolina and Elena Rybakina are the top seeds she could play. Gauff lost to Svitolina at the Australian Open just last month, and of course, it was Rybakina who won the title down under. The reality is that she wouldn't enter either match as a clear favorite. Then, in the final, Gauff could play her fellow American, Amanda Anisimova. Anisimova won 2 WTA 1000 titles in 2025 and reached 2 Slam finals, establishing herself as one of the best players in women's tennis. After a shaky start to her 2026 campaign, Anisimova will be determined to make a statement in Dubai and add another WTA 1000 trophy to her collection. There are certainly some big obstacles in Gauff's way, but how well has she played in Dubai throughout her career? Sunrise on the Persian Gulf casts its golden glow across the ultramodern city of Dubai, a place where skyscrapers seem to rise faster than tennis balls zip across courts. The 2026 Dubai Tennis Championships were poised to be another glittering showcase of women's tennis talent. But for Coco Gauff, this sunlit destination now feels like the maze, a labyrinth of challenges, uncertainties, and the heavy weight of expectation. Earlier this week, the draw was revealed for the WTA 1000 event scheduled from February 15 to 24, 2026. At first glance, any top 10 player entering a draw of this prestige would feel confident. But this draw, well, fans, pundits, and Gauff followers alike are calling it brutal, perhaps as unforgiving as any she's seen so far this season. A draw that makes the heart drop. For a moment, imagine being a top-ranked athlete. You've worked relentlessly, tens of thousands of serves practiced, thousands of baseline rallies endured, hours of mental prep done in silence. And then, you open the draw. It's meant to be a roadmap, who you'll face, when you'll play, which corner of the bracket favors you. But sometimes, fate deals a hand that feels more like a gauntlet than a path. For Coco Gauff, ranked number 5 in the world and seeded in Dubai, that's exactly what happened. While the headlines might mention nightmare draw with an almost sensational tone, the reality of this bracket is deeper and richer than a typical upset narrative. It's not just about drawing tough opponents, it's about what that draw reveals about Coco's current position as a competitor, and how tennis, sometimes cruelly, tests its brightest stars. Middle East struggles, a pattern, not just chance. This isn't an isolated hiccup. Earlier in the Middle Eastern swing, at the Qatar Open, Gauff suffered another disappointing exit, marked by a surprisingly high number of unforced errors and an early loss to an opponent she would normally be favored to beat. After a promising run into the Australian Open quarterfinals, her form seemed patchy at best, and that loss in Doha compounded concerns. Now in Dubai, the draw has physically surrounded her with potential landmines right from the second round onward. Early rounds may feature players ranked outside the top 10, but several of those opponents possess dangerous baseline games, crafty shots, and a history of pulling off upsets. Meanwhile, lurking in the deeper half of her section are seeds who are capable of taking the title on any given day. But it's not just the raw names on paper that make this draw feel nightmarish, it's the momentum these players carry, the confidence they've built, and the psychological pressure stacking up on Gauff's shoulders as the tournament looms. Beyond rankings, the narrative of pressure. Coco Gauff isn't new to big moments. She's battled through drama, media scrutiny, and gravity-defying expectations ever since her teenage breakthrough. She's won Grand Slams, toppled legends, and mesmerized fans with her combination of power, athleticism, and fierce competitive fire. Yet even elite athletes have seasons where things don't quite click. Sometimes the alignment of serve timing, rally execution, and mental rhythm just doesn't come together, especially under the intense spotlight that follows Gauff wherever she goes. And now, in Dubai, the draw itself becomes another mental puzzle. Drawing tough opponents early often triggers an automatic stress response for players. Every match feels like a final, every unforced error feels like a disaster. The weight of expectation, from media to fans. Social feeds are buzzing with reactions. On Reddit threads dedicated to tennis, fans joked that Gauff's draw was from the deepest pits of hell, while others pointed out that even early opponents with lower rankings can be nightmare matchups if the stylistic clash is tricky. That sort of language, playful, edgy, dramatic, reveals a deeper truth. We have expectations for Gauff that few players ever experience. A draw that might intimidate an average tour player feels like a trial of fire when it involves someone of her status. That's because fans and analysts see her not just as a competitor, but as a potential heir to the all-time greats, someone who should be able to seize the draw and bend it to her will.